What's going on, world? Thank you for tuning in to ACONNECTIONTV.com and ACONNECTIONTV here on YouTube, the two places on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to the Culture Club. Like we do on every episode of Culture Club, we are going to reintroduce ourselves from our right to our left. State your name and one thing that, if it happens, it makes you smile, it makes you happy.
I could say that on camera. What makes me smile? Anyway, I'm Mahogany Raspberry, and what makes me smile is a real happy moment.
Okay.
I'm Mikey. What makes me smile is that's a lot of stuff.
See?
All I say is puff puff pass. But
What's going on, world? I am Wesley, and one thing that can make me smile is when Brandy releases a new song.
My name is Demisio, everybody, and one thing that makes me happy is just social, happy, good times with friends and close ones.
Hi, I'm Adrienne Cannon. One of the things that make me happy is when my children achieve some type of goal or do really good in school.
Hi everyone, I'm Rico Castelline, and the one thing that makes me happy no matter what is when that direct deposit hit. Ow!
All right. So we did quite a few. We've been doing quite a few culture clubs. If you haven't realized, due to Adrian's persistence and Rico's availability, and everybody genuinely wanting to be a part of it, we've kind of gotten into the swing of doing this on a weekly basis. I don't know how long it's going to last, but as of right now, we've been doing it on a weekly basis on Thursdays. What we're going to try to do is drop at least 2 Culture Club episodes on YouTube a week, but the full-length episode will be on ACONNECTIONTV.com. So if you're watching the half-an-hour episode, that's only on YouTube. The full hour-length episodes will be on ACONNECTIONTV.com. The last video that we posted on ACONNECTIONTV.com was very controversial. Got a lot of comments and a lot of heat directed towards myself and Sir Rico. Rico had asked if he could start this video off by speaking his piece. I don't know if you still want to do that. If you're good,
I
we're
got nothing to
good.
speak. I said what I said.
All right, so now we're moving on. Moving on up to the next topic. So we are going to go through a list of topics here, and the first one on the list is Black Girls Rock.
We do.
Yeah, you do. But diving into that, did anybody see the Black Girls Rock
I did.
broadcast?
I didn't.
I did.
Okay.
I just saw the speech that Angela Bassett gave.
Yes, ma'am. We're going to talk about her. What did you think about the show?
I liked it. I like Black Girls Rock every year I watch it because I feel like black women need empowerment. It's so many things for pop culture, which is generally, let's just keep it real, mainstream is considered white. They have their moments. So yeah, something for the sisters. I feel like everybody should watch it and support it.
Yeah, I can agree. I didn't necessarily care too much for all of the performances. There were a couple of performances that were cool. When we did the throwback to Cece Peniston and the ladies that joined her on stage, I thought that was dope.
That was really good.
Erykah Badu and Common was pretty cool.
Monica was cute.
She was basic, but it was what it was. And it's he had to bring her up. But I was listening to Monica sing, and I was just like, oh, this sounds horrid. It just sounds horrid. And her outfit was ridiculous.
Now the outfit was ugly, and I didn't like the tennis shoes. Monica, you could have done better. You do so much better. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm on downtime. I have to really go see it.
Because I thought she was supposed to come out of that. I thought that was a cover up.
Y'all, man.
It was ugly. Like, it was god awful ugly.
These are pro Brandy fans right here. It's
No, I'm not a Monica fan at all.
Oh, you are?
I'm very
I'm a Monica
surprised.
fan.
I'm very surprised.
But
He's talking about the paper
No,
shoes.
but I'm really legit like 100. If it's wrong, it's wrong, and that was completely wrong. Like, I don't know who your stylist was, but there are a lot of great people in Atlanta you could work with. That
Julie
was
Lark.
ugly. Please.
Well,
find
okay, you
somebody
know
else.
Monica did recently have surgery on both of her feet.
Oh yeah, she had to get the
She's
corns.
she had
So
some
those nurse
stuff
shoes?
going on.
Those
That's probably
what
why.
a nurse
That's
shoes.
probably why she wore that.
Okay, I take that back. The shoes I can understand,
Yeah.
but not that cutout
Y'all
box.
me. See?
I'm not.
I wasn't feeling
You know she was gonna be down for months behind that, so.
But Mahogany, when you
Okay.
see this cutout box, you
I
remember
get
the
it,
paper
I
doll
get it.
dresses?
Yeah.
Maybe they should
That's
have
what
just
it
shot
looked
her from
like.
the knees up or something?
No, the whole outfit was ugly.
Okay, what's here?
Yeah, she should just
Your
get it from the
frame,
fact. That
don't move
ponytail
in
was
front of the
snatched
mic.
though. That ponytail was snatched.
It was very.
Now I remember the corn
She got her hair
situation.
ponytail?
She
Weave is wonderful. You know, she has a lace front. You know, she what's his name? Kendrell?
Kellen.
Kellen does her hair.
Okay.
Sometimes. I hope he did the ponytail. It was sickening.
So I want to shout out to all the ladies of Black Girls Rock. Yeah, I'm being shady, but it is what it is.
But it is.
It was a great show.
And
It was a great production.
Like Boy George.
I thought it was really, really dope. And my question to I heard you. My question to all of you is,
That's how they look.
we have Black Girls Rock. What if White Girls Rock came out on
They
television?
do have White Girls Rock. Taylor Swift gets to that top.
It's called Video Music Awards.
Right.
It's called the MTV
BET,
Movie Awards. It's called
American
the
Music
Oscars.
Awards.
It's called the Grammys. It's
What's
called
that
the
called? What's the little
Emmys.
pop
Well,
thing?
So hold on. I'm
They
gonna ask everybody going down the line. So my question is, if there was a broadcast called White Girls Rock that came out, how would you feel about it?
It would be offensive to me because my eyelash caught the bottom lash. Wait a second, that. So, but it would be offensive to me because as a black woman, we're always pushed in the corner, pushed in dark, pushed in the corner, and they take our voices away from us. So give us that lane and let us have that lane. The white people, I'm not racist by far. I'm mixed with a whole bunch of stuff. I'm a mutt myself. But I think that just let us have that one little space. They have this big range. Give us our one little corner.
Okay.
You know, when you think white women get the luxury of looking at themselves as just being women, black women have to look at themselves as being black women. And people treat it as difference. You know, black women are often marginalized, like she said, pushed to the left. So if you have something to highlight their accomplishments, their beauty, and empower them, I think that is needed. When you say White Girls Rock, you already have that in mainstream culture. Everything is catered to show you that you rock. Everything is catered to tell you that, hey girl, you the shit. People have killed and dropped empires in your name. But when it comes to black people, why does it always have to be, okay, they have this special moment, it needs to be pushed to the side, or it's racist, or it's not cool, or they just doing this out of spite. Like if a White Girls Rock came out, it was spiteful. I would.
Okay.
I would think it was a Klan rally.
Okay. Sir?
I definitely would say that would be very. I can see how that would be very offensive to a lot of African Americans, especially women, you know, themselves. Because and the funny thing about it is that black women have always been. The thing is that. That they push them in a corner, but at the end of the day, they're the most desirable. You know, let's be real. White men love black women.
And do.
They love them. Ever since the sage, that's why you have so many different variations of black people. You know what I'm saying? Because they stay having sex with them and having offsprings with them and all these things. You know, even during segregation, they had so many interracial couples that had to hide themselves, and it was just so forbidden and taboo. Black women have always been desirable from their own men and from other men and other races. You know, they're beautiful beings, and this is the reason why they're being so suppressed. You know, they're being forced to say you're not pretty enough, you're not talented enough, you're not smart enough, because they are. You know, they don't want them to realize their natural talents and natural gifts to them. And I feel like if they were to come out with that, you know, it would be a big ordeal, because at the same time they spent years and all this time being told that you're not good enough. You know, when we get together and celebrate our own, you know, to uplift ourselves and our community, you know, that's something that we doing, because y'all always get told, like you guys said, they always get told every day that they're good, that they're great, that they're the best, that they're better. You know, so yeah, it would be offensive. Absolutely.
Adrian?
I don't care. If you do it, great for you. Yeah, rah, 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 shush-kumbah. Just because they already had, they have pretty much everything anyway. Like you said, we, it's in our school, like it's indoctrinated that, like we learn so much about Europeans and the beauty of the white woman all the time. and we don't really see ourselves in that. So, and no matter what, they're going to be celebrated. And I'm glad that we have something like Black Girls Rock. We have Essence awards and different type of NAACP awards. We have different avenues to award ourselves as colored people. So that's great. BET awards, yeah, all that. So we do have some things to celebrate ourselves. So if they want to come up with something to try to duplicate for their own thing, I mean, it's not new. They do it all the time.
So Rika?
I agree with everyone.
All right.
I mean, ain't no need
So don't do it.
Because
Because we're gonna talk shit about you.
How do you?
I have one last
Yeah.
thing I wanted to go back to what he was saying. I do feel like they tell us that we're not enough continuously, because it's like once we do something, let's say twerking. I ain't twerking nothing, but let's just say twerking. We put that out there, and then they say, oh, they shine it away, but then they pick it up and they blow it up. So it's like they wait on us to put ideas out and on the table and on the forefront for them to grab from. And then they tell us, oh, no, we don't want to do that. No, we're not interested.
mean
Oh
like
my
box of
God, I
rights?
can't believe. But as soon as we do it, it's like, oh, they got something new out. Let's go grab that next.
Grab that.
You know, so
Let's
I
learn how
think
to do that
I think that's a lot of why they push away from stuff that we create, our talents, because they're waiting in the background for us to drop it off so they can pick it up.
Black girls are the creator of cool.
Rika, what do you think about straight pride happening in Boston? Do you think that's
It's a straight
They
pride.
try.
They felt that.
do you think that it's cool
wasn't fair.
for straight pride to happen? It exists.
Child, if it strokes your ego, go right on ahead and march about your straightness.
Let's try to have that moment.
Right. I mean, I
That goes back to the black girl situation. It's the same
It's
thing.
just-
They have their moment.
yeah, it's.
But at the same time, who cares? So what? It's another party, and keep it I didn't go against.
I didn't get one word out
You a
yet.
lie and a half.
All I got to say was but no, I'm just playing. But no, I feel that, you know, if that's what you feel that you need to do to make yourself feel better, go right on ahead. It's sad that you can't understand that pride is a moment for us to celebrate who we are. And it's funny because I look at it in the same way as the civil rights movement. It's the same thing. It's a group of people that are oppressed, trying to fight for their freedoms, their rights, their way of living, and we just want to embrace and have that moment to celebrate how far we've come as a group. And if you feel like you want to go down the street marching about you straight, go right on ahead. I mean, I don't understand what your pride is. You straight.
Yeah, they
I
have
feel like
Mardi
it's
Gras.
it's
Keep
okay.
that.
Right.
Like, I mean, I just think that is just childish. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
I
Like,
don't
to be
understand
honest, it's
it.
very petty. You know, you get to be you
Y'all get-
all day long.
So
no one's
do
not
that mean
going
we
to
need to
say
add them
that
to
to
the
you.
letters too?
It's normal.
H.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know,
the
H, the S, something.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
You
H,
know,
I, J,
like,
K.
this
Negative
is just
two.
ridiculous.
So keeping in line with Black Girls Rock, what do you guys think about trans being accepted into the Black Girls Rock inductees?
I think
They
it's cool.
should.
They should.
We have one woman, Angelica Ross, who's a trans woman.
She played Candy on Pose.
Oh,
Yeah.
and it's
she-
going to play a character on American Horror Story.
Yep.
She was on Oprah's own Black women's own conversation, something along the lines.
Yeah.
Excuse me
I saw
for
that.
getting it wrong. And it was a powerful moment for her because her mom was in the audience, and her mom got the opportunity to get a better understanding of what women like and Angelica Ross goes through. So they had a moment. They had a bonding moment. So because we have two heterosexual women on the couch, and we are talking about Black Girls Rock, Miss Mahogany first, how would you feel if trans women were being accepted into the Black Girls Rock inductees? Have you seen Black Girls Rock before?
I have.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, they've had everything done. I mean, they are now a woman. What are you gonna do? Push them aside because they decided to remove the penis? It is what it is.
What
They
if
are a woman now. So
If they decided to do it.
Yeah, if they decided. What if they didn't? What if they were pre-op?
They still the one.
it's still, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I guess you have to allow them go both sides. So, you know, but it doesn't matter to me. They're still human. What you choose to do with your life, your body parts, that is your choice, your preference. I don't care. That's like you guys telling me I don't have the right to have red hair. Who are you to tell me I can't have red hair? You know what I'm saying? So they're people. They have a choice. It's their life to do what they choose with it. I don't care.
Okay. Miss Adrian?
I don't agree with it just because it's like we don't have, I don't know, I just don't like it. I look at it as like, let's have our women do our thing and let it be that. The trans women, I don't have any problem with y'all, but I don't know, I just look at it like let the women have their shine and let them do it.
But that's the thing, they have become
They are a woman.
So they're a type of woman.
They're a woman, period.
Right. I mean, they can't give birth,
but my thing is, if you
One person at a time. One person at a time. One person at a time.
Biologically,
Second.
there are some women who just can't have, can't give birth.
But that still goes to say they are a woman at this point. I mean, what are you going to deny them saying that they're a woman because they weren't born as a woman? I mean, it is what it is. You can't take it from them.
I just feel that it is so ironic looking at, I'm skipping topics, but I first of all, this was the biggest year for trans women, period, in media, in media, period. And for a person like, I call it Blanca, but
MJ Rodriguez,
Blanca and Candy and
Angelica Ross.
For them not to be celebrated, even Laverne Cox, I know that one. Even Laverne Cox, the first one, the mother of the
Amaya
movement,
Scott.
Amaya Scott.
That's why I was trying to go.
For those women not to be celebrated is a shame because they moved this movement. They were the face of this movement, and for us to say we're celebrating black women. Those are women. I don't care if you say, oh, they weren't born a woman. To be fair, and I jump because a lot of people say when you're born a man or a woman. That is not correct. Those are genetics assigned to you when you're born, because there are males that have female chromosomes. And there are females that have male chromosomes.
Well, I mean, not to cut you off, but the ones who are born as hermaphrodites,
yeah,
and they have to choose. So I mean,
how do you know?
Say that were they really a boy or really a girl?
Right. To say that just because they decided to embrace who they were later on in life, that they're not authentic is a slap in their face, because they are. If I believe that if you say you are a woman and you live your life as a woman, and that's what you are, and that's what you work so hard to become, that is what you are to me. Whether you can give birth or not, like Adrian said, there are women that are born that can't give birth, that can't give life.
So before anybody that's watching this asks, well, why didn't y'all have any trans women on the show? I tried.
Disclaimer.
We were going to, and trans women were supposed to be here, but things happened in their lives and they could not make this particular episode. So that is the reason why. Before anybody's like, well, y'all talking about trans stuff and y'all aren't trans, we can still give our opinion.
But
now,
I have
if you want to go back and do another one, I already vouched.
And plus with me, I've actually, I'm not going to go to that story, but that is a walk in a journey of a life that I've been in. So I can talk on some of the things.
Okay. Okay. I don't particularly have a problem with it because I'm not a black girl who rocks, and so for me, I don't necessarily give all that energy toward it. When I think about the concept, I'm like, I don't really see what the problem would be, but I can understand Adrian's point as well, and so I can understand both sides. Yeah. I can understand
I
both
get
sides,
why-
sir
why-
and sir.
So are you gonna create? Okay, so in doing applications or whatever, there's male or female. So are we gonna create a third section?
Actually,
because
four. Because it's trans male, trans female.
because the human race decided not to identify them as who they are. That's crazy
And then another thing that's
and
funny,
offensive to them.
and another thing that's funny to me about this entire conversation in the past few years, this is what gags me the most. There are so many trans men that are acting, that are in shows that you don't even know, to where it's never a problem about a trans man. They've never been in any conversation.
But it's
Those twins that did it.
You're right.
Yeah.
But also Marquise.
Oh yeah.
He's worked on numerous of primetime television shows, and I have to show you, he is gorgeous, by the way. And he's never stated, "Oh, I'm a trans man." He's never tried to bring that to the forefront. Like that was his thing. He's just an actor, and it just gags me so much that it's such a big problem for trans women, and the trans man is left out of the conversation completely. We never think about it.
They're not also accepted either.
But you wouldn't, if they didn't say anything, you wouldn't know.
Before we get off
Some
topic, I just want to get your perspective and your perspective. Trans being accepted into the Black Girls Rock inductees. How do you feel?
I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, if their story comes up to their struggling, like there was an interview Laverne Cox did like a while ago back when Orange is the New Black was, came out, and she was getting a lot of the publicity that she got. She said that it was a struggle breaking into acting because she was trans. She still was a woman, going through her struggle, and she was also one of the founders that kind of broke through to make it a big thing on media. So that's a story. Janet Mock. Very talented, amazing writer. She's transgender as well, and she's broke boundaries, won awards, and everything like that. So for her, and she done that as a trans woman. She wasn't she didn't get all that and work through all that as a man. No one ever saw that. No one knew who Laverne Cox was as a man. By the time anybody knew who she was and all these journeys they went on, they were women. Mm-hmm. So I feel like they should be, accepted. I feel like they should be inducted as a woman. Caitlyn got all this publicity and all this praise and all on the awards. She on covers of magazines and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
White privilege.
Like she did something very heroic. She waited years, had families, had wives, and waited. But at the end of the day, this is better late than never. However, those women actually struggled and went through their truths. Caitlyn was already a celebrity at that time when she decided to come out.
I think that the biggest part of
But
it with
that's still
Caitlyn
hard,
was
though.
that Caitlyn decided to do it in front of
Everybody.
Everybody.
That's where she got the respect from.
Exactly, because
she
did
walked
it
through
right.
that.
But then,
Alright.
but then
How do you feel?
how I feel about it for Black Girls Rock. I feel it's 2019. You have to roll with the times. It's new categories, new things, it's new ways of identifying as a human that are coming out every single day, and it's our responsibility to learn and adapt to them. It's a whole new world.
My question for the panel is, what defines a man or a woman for you, Rika?
Being able, the way you carry yourself, the way you handle your responsibilities, the way you live your life, just it's to me, it's more than just a pronoun. It's more of an action and a way you handle and carry yourself.
So genitalia means nothing to you.
Because I'm a 27-year-old white woman named Ashley.
Oh, father.
All right,
Well,
Miss Adrian.
Nice to meet you, Ashley.
What defines a woman and a man
Please,
for
y'all,
you?
I'm not trying to be offensive.
I am just this conservative, straight person that has been indoctrinated in Christianity. So that's where my perspective is rooted from. So I do believe that what you are born as is what you are. So I was born as female, and that's what I am. As female, become a woman when I become, when I went through puberty. So that's what I believe. Whatever you were gender assigned at birth, that's what you are. If you're a hermaphrodite, you're a hermaphrodite. You're both. So that's what I believe.
We'll keep going.
Okay.
Sir?
You better go in.
I wasn't going to
What defines a man or a woman for you?
To be honest, I think it's, and like Rico said, I think at the end of the day, and I'm pretty sure you guys out there will feel the same way. I really think that it's lifestyle. I really think it's how you live your life, your day to day. How you get up in the morning. How do you feel? What are your routines? Like, what do you choose to put on? What are the hobbies? What are the things that you like to do? All that stuff plays a part. I feel like, just because you play football and you go to the gym every day and you this rip person or this entity, that doesn't make you more of a man than the guy who don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there are some guys who are straight nerds who sit on the couch. They play, I don't know, Pokemon or something. I don't know.
I thought you watched Pokemon.
No, it's the guy.
It's a
Oh, I
game.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so, but at the end of the day, he goes to work. He pays his bills. He might have a family. He take care of his wife. He take care of his kids. Or however, it could be a gay man who does the same. He has a partner. He has a family. He goes to work and take care of his kid. He has his responsibility. He is a man. That's what they want to say. The ideas of what is a man to you. That is how you live your life.
It's been difficult for me to traverse both sides because I identify as a man. I love being a man. I love the size of my dick. I love the fact that I use my dick.
Well, to be fair, all of us have dicks. It's just one's dropped and some stayed up there.
So for me, when I think of male and woman, I typically think genitalia first. Now we have the conversation of trans women and trans men and what I feel and how I am and my inside and all of that. So now my mind has to be like, okay, wait a minute, what? Okay, so now man and woman is this, and this? Can I digest this in my brain to have it make sense for me to not offend anybody or make anybody feel any sort of way? And so because I don't know fully what this is, I just know this, it's very interesting to try to understand and get both sides. And so for me, man and woman primarily starts with genitalia for me. And then if I
Man, where this nigga at? Thank you, Avery. Get that tired, huh? Don't judge me like you ain't never been to the den. A long time ago. Okay, whatever. I bust 3 nuts tonight. So I'm happy. I'm happy you bust 3 nuts. Do I need to be worried about you, bro? No, I'm good, bro. You sure? Yeah. What made you come a day earlier?
To watch this show and other great original web shows, go to ACONNECTIONTV.com today and subscribe.